Welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Sip. I'm your host, Sean Drinks. The GOAT has arrived. Not me. That's you.
What's going on, bro?
What's good,
hey,
man?
Don't put my head up like that, man. Come on now.
Why not?
It's too early, man.
It's too early. It's 3 o'clock your time, two my time. It's never too early for that.
I appreciate the love though. That's dope.
So
what's going on, man?
Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let everyone know that's watching and listening who you are.
Yeah, definitely. So real quick, my name's Dominique, designer named Dom Stefon. I'm actually former teammate of Shine. We go way back since high school, man. Raider days. But yeah, I'm a up and coming designer. Have been now for about 7 years, full time now. Yeah, so not like I said, I'm somewhat new. I'm up and coming, so I feel like I got a long way to go. You know, still learning the ropes and just trying to grow within the process, really.
Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, I'm still new too. We were just talking about it before we hopped on here because you were like, "Oh, I thought you were podcasting for years." I'm like, "Not even close. I am so."
You wouldn't even be able to tell, bro.
I appreciate that, bud. But yeah, so I saw your. I used to have an Instagram, a different Instagram a while ago, and I know we followed each other. And I don't ever remember actually seeing you do anything with the clothing line.
Right.
And then in my new Instagram, you popped up said people you may know. I was like, is that Dom? I was like, okay, let me follow him. I was like, oh, he's got a clothing line going on. That's dope. I like that.
Yeah.
So what made you get into, getting into fashion and stuff like that? It's super cool.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'll even give a backstory. So I say growing up, man, like even in elementary school, bro, like my dad, it was always like Jordans, like, in the early 90s, bro, Nike was popping, it was a lot of the vintage stuff that we wear now. Like my dad kept me in the dopest gear, like all the time. So I remember elementary school just always having that mentality, like, I gotta look the flyest, I gotta stand out. I gotta, have shoes that nobody else, has and stuff like that. And so that carried, bro, like, all the way to like, middle school, high school. But then, you get older, you trying to find yourself and, you kind of do like, follow the crowd a little bit. So it was more like, let me wear what's dope to look cool, I would say, to try to fit in type thing. And, you can attest to this, being an athlete, at an early age, you're not really into fashion like that. Like I said, it's more of a ego thing to, stand out type thing. So it was pretty much that athlete brain, like not really having style in fashion, but wanting to stand out and be cool and look cool to other people type thing. And I dealt with that, man. It was actually, I wouldn't say, bro, it's kind of like some bondage I was in. Like, cause it was almost like, man, I felt like I had to, I'd have to get approval from other people, to be cool or to be viewed a certain way. So it wasn't until, man, I actually stopped playing college ball. I stopped playing college ball, bro, 2010, 2011. Long story short, man, I found myself, I was like, okay, I don't play ball anymore. What am I going to do with my life? I didn't have a clue. I just started, exploring other things, just trying things I didn't try before. Like I said, I started maybe researching a little bit more into fashion, long story short, man, we transferred, we went to MTSU. I started doing little things with my clothes, people started to notice, like, yo, would you do mine? Like, will you rip my jeans up like that type thing? Like little small stuff. And I built that, style over time of like, it wasn't trying to fit in. It was more of, okay, this is dope and I'm going to do it, not because everybody else doing it, but because it's creative and I like it.
Yeah.
And that's just pretty much how it started, man. And it just grew from there. I started, I would do little projects for people with like ripping jeans, little small stuff, man. I just started expanding on that, bro. And then I just started I worked at Forever 21, man, for a short moment of time. And one of my managers, man, shout out to V. super clutch, man. Forever grateful for her, man. She taught me the ropes. She taught me how to sew. From, I mean, step one to, you know, whatever. So I just started trying different things, bro. Like I said, man, that just grew and expanded. So I'm here now, about 7 years in. Like I said, just still trying to grow and get better and make a name for myself and get out there. So that's pretty much it. I didn't mean to ramble, but
No,
I wanted to get a quick backstory, you know.
that's what this is all about, man. We're talking about what you're doing and just having fun. So yeah, I think your clothes are so unique. And I was like, I don't think I've ever really seen anything like this before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there is stuff like that in the market or not. I'm not very well versed with, you know, that particular type of style. I think it's so cool. I don't feel like I could rep it.
You could.
Like, I feel like I would. Maybe I could. I don't know. I'd have to try it on.
Mental, bro. It's all mental, and that's what I tell people all the time, bro. It's like if you have confidence that you can do certain things over time, bro, people gonna see that, and it's just gonna become you. You might say, "Hey, yeah, I wouldn't wear that because it's crazy," but if you like it, try it, and you know, over time, start doing that, bro, and you build up a habit of not giving, you know, really caring what anyone else thinks, and then it's like, dang, it's dope. It might not be that dope of a piece, but the way he's rocking it, his confidence, his style, it makes it, you know, dope all around. So that's just how I pretty much look at it, man, honestly.
I got you. Yeah, because I mean, I was looking at your website and man, I saw some of the jackets on there and I was like, that's pretty cool. I think I want one of those. So I don't know if you make
and I would even say, bro, like so what I mostly do, man, is I recycle. I take a lot of used fabric and used material to make new pieces out of them. And I mean, bro, that's been, you know, people have been doing that for years and years and years. It's also more safer for the environment, which I'm sure you know. But that's, you know, I would say it's real popular overseas. The sustainable clothes, it's becoming more popular here in the States as well. But it's all over, man. But I know one thing I try to do is I'm in that lane of, you know, reconstruction and repurposing fabric and materials, but I still try to keep it, you know, Dom Stefon in my own lane and my own style. So it gets tough at times, you know. It's real competitive out there, you know. So you just still gotta go your way and just, you know, go create from the heart, really, man. Honestly.
yeah, no doubt. And your clothing line is pretty much your name, correct? Or am I wrong?
Exactly.
Okay.
Dom Stefon. Just because, man, like I struggled for so long. Like I feel like ever since I started, I was trying to come up with a name. Like, hey, what name should I go with? What sounds cool? You know, what's catchy? And after time, I feel like time just started passing. Where I was like, you know, I'm just going to always, you know, keep it simple, Dom Stefon. You know, so
I like that because that makes me think of like Louis Vuitton or, you know, Tory Burch or something like that.
Exactly.
And because my girl is very into that type of those brands.
Right.
And yes. So, and I think that name is super cool. So
I appreciate it, man. Which, you know, Stefon, that's my middle name. But and outside of that too, you know, I like the idea of, you know, switching it up with the different names as far as, you know, the themes and the different visions that you have for different, you know, segments or collections or projects or things like that. And just, you know, like I said, not overdo it, you know, and confuse. Sometimes it can get confusing with names and brand names and stuff, but mostly I couldn't figure out a name. So I was like, just run with it. Dom Stefon.
Yeah. So I know you said you recycle a lot of clothes to be able to, and I never really thought about it, but you recycle clothes and it's good to help with the environment and stuff like that, which is, I never thought about that. That's pretty cool. So you, according to your website, you said that you go to Goodwills to be able to get clothes, or you just thrift stores in general, or
man, bro, we could be walking down the street and it could be, you know, anybody, a pop-up. They might be having to sell, you know, showing their clothes, selling their clothes, anything, bro. Anywhere where I can, you know, find used material, it don't have to be Goodwill. It can be anywhere. A lot of hand-me-downs.
Okay.
I've had so many, and you know, my family, they know what I do. So I've had so many family members, man, I mean, they'll pass down denim, khaki, I mean, the craziest materials. And just to touch on that a little bit, like, I didn't even know, bro, until I stopped playing ball, man. I had like family members who sewed, you know, and who was skillful at it, seamstress, had no idea. So, you know, being able to get fabric from them, you know, insight, you know, where to get, you know, fabric and stuff like that, it's been clutch. And I mean, you can find leftover clothes anywhere, bro. It's not as hard as you think.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. So I lived in Culver City, California, like Los Angeles, for like a
Okay.
very
Yeah.
short amount of time,
Mhm.
and maybe like 5 months, not even. I realized it just wasn't really the place for me. So this was after I graduated college. I went there. I came back to Tennessee, and I remember me and one of my roommates going to Goodwill, and I guess it was just that specific location, just because there's so many different. And I mean, you might know this better than I would, but like I guess a lot of like I know Louis Vuitton, whatever, a lot of stuff like that is sold there.
Oh,
So
man.
I feel like a lot of those clothes were actually in Goodwill, and I was like, "This is Goodwill." It was
And
crazy.
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I mean, all the top dollar, the high price, you know, and the popular brands that not were only popular back in the day, but you know, popular now still. But I mean, you'll find gems. You'll always find gems at you know the Goodwills and the thrift stores, and it's like it's crazy because as much as I feel like as much as the creative market or the creative circle, as much as they know about it, there's still so many people that their first instinct to go shop, go to the mall, you know, go to the, you know, the regular retail stores. And it's like, man, you can find heat, as they say. You can find so much gear, bro, at some of these little mom and pop shorts, you know, shops, these boutiques, man, all these locations, man. You just gotta look and expand your mind, not be so closed in, you know, to the popular retail stores. You just gotta look and get creative with how you search.
Yeah, no
Definitely.
doubt. So you said you've been in this world for like you said 7 years, going on 7.
Yeah, I would say as you know, given I would say the designer named Dom Stefon, you know, putting my heart into it, you know, being full time, definitely about 7 years.
Okay, you went to New York Fashion Week, right?
I did and I didn't.
Okay.
It's a weird story, man. But it was almost like it was. And by the way, I'm very, I believe in the Lord and God, so I believe He's the reason for a lot of things that happen. And I just feel like that was a situation, man, to where it was like, you know, keep doing what you're doing,
Hmm.
you know, keep putting yourself out there, keep, you know, being around the right people, you know, putting yourself in situations. Long story short, man, I ended up going up there just to hang out. My friend was like, "Yo, I got tickets." Edie, shout out to Edie. What's going on? Hope you're doing good. Love you, bro. He was like, "Bro, I got like a way can get in Fashion Week, you know, just to be there." Me, man, I'm at that time, bro. Like, I'm not even sure like what I want to do. I don't even know if it's fashion. Like, bro, I'm trying to be a photographer.
Yeah.
Like I had bought a camera and like man, I enjoyed taking pictures. So I was just taking pictures around, man, around the city, you know, for fun. So I was like, yeah, man, I'll come, you know, take some pictures, you know, of the city. Hadn't been to New York. So I was like, yeah, I'd love to go. So we went down there. Um, Long story short, man, we didn't really think it was going to pan out, the fashion week. We wasn't sure. Things were up in the air. A guy of mine, he was doing photography for one of the shows. Long story short, man, he got robbed somehow. They stole his camera. He didn't have a camera anymore, and I had mine. Just so happened, and he was like, "Bro, you trying to shoot?" Like, I don't have a camera. I can't shoot. I know it's your first time, but I trust you. You can get some, you know, some good work for your first time, and it was a good experience, bro. I got some. Man, that was a while ago, man. I don't remember the brands that you know walked, but like I said, it was a great experience. I got to get my foot in the door just to see what the industry, just to see what it's like, see how it is. So that's how Fashion Week happened. Like I said, I wasn't there for the brand, my brand. I hadn't even really started like that yet, but I was there, somewhat.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just showed up and just wait. So you were taking pictures for?
Man, I got to be. Yeah, so I got when the brands were walking, I got to be front and center.
Wow.
I had a little VIP, like little pass, as a photographer's pass. So I was right place, right time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no doubt. That's pretty cool, man. I've never been to New York City, so I'm sure that was like a very big experience for it being your first time. That's like, that's crazy.
You know where we're from.
Oh, yeah.
I'm from the land. Which are you from Cleveland or?
I'm originally from New Orleans, but I moved. I moved to Tennessee in 2005, and then we went to Cleveland High School in Cleveland, Tennessee. And
that's right.
I started Cleveland High School my sophomore year. So what happened was, like, I never played organized sports as a kid, besides like baseball, but I didn't really have a passion for it. It was just kind of something.
I did not know that.
Something for my parents, like, get me involved in sports just to do something.
Right.
But I was more of the kid to play. I just want to go outside, play with my kids, go skateboarding. I collected comic books, action figures. I kept them in the case, and I had them up until like maybe middle of my college career, and I sold all of them, which I wish I didn't do, because I'm looking back and I'm like, some of that stuff was some money. So
I have so much appreciation for that, bro, because back then I did.
God, I know, man. I moved to Tennessee 2005. I went to Meigs County High School.
Okay.
In Decatur, Tennessee.
Yeah, I know where Meigs is, man.
Dude, like being in New Orleans and then going there, that was culture shock for me. Yeah, I was like, what is happening? But no, Cleveland's a small town, man. They definitely, I feel like you wouldn't be able to get the market like you would be able to in Atlanta.
Exactly.
And then in Cleveland, you may be able to, but it's just not the same.
It's totally different. I mean, when I say different, I mean as far as I can go back home and in Cleveland and wear my clothing, and people are looking at me like, what are you wearing? Like I remember there's been people to ask me like, what are those? Like, you got hose? Like it's just, I'm not gonna get into it, but it's just different. The mental aspect and the understanding of fashion and creativity is totally different, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. So do you you started out making your own clothes by yourself, and then up until now, I'm sure you're still doing it. Do you have like a team that works with you, or is how does all this work?
Bro, I wish I wish I had a team. Like,
okay,
when I say it's me, and I will say my wife, Jessica, she's so clutch. Like, she's good at the things that I'm not good at.
Okay.
So like the things that I'm trying to learn, the back end, the business side, being organized, scheduling, planning certain things, that's what she's amazing at. So outside of me, she's pretty much it. We just thug it out, man. And as you've seen, before we got started, man, we got the kiddos, I got the Sage, he'll be 1 next month, and then Shia, he's 6. So it's nonstop, bro. So anytime, any increments of time, bro, we have to get creative, put that work in. We try to make it happen. So it's just us, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah. You work out of your house, or do you have like a studio you go to, or?
Yeah. So I work out the crib, bro. Definitely in my house. So, but what I like to do sometimes, like we might go back home, or we might go anywhere, and I'll bring my sewing machine, bro, just to get a different scenery, just to get a different feel, your environment can really set off your vibe and things like that. So, but mostly at the crib for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. So I'm sure you grab inspiration from a lot of different designers. And I'm sure you literally just answered one of my questions I was getting ready to ask you, is like, you traveling, you're getting inspiration from other things as well. So like, what is your biggest inspiration behind what you're doing right now for you to be able to make clothes?
Yeah. That's a good question, because I have so many. I would definitely say my main thing would be I'm so into the 80s. Like I'm so into 80s, 90s, that whole like era of just like the punk rock look, but also like the baggy clothes look.
Yeah.
Like I just love that whole era. So I mean, whether if it's TV shows, whether it's music videos, um, I gain a lot of inspiration from that. Definitely. It's so even anime. Like I watch anime. I'll watch different anime, bro, and just like it'd be minor things, small things.
Yeah.
It could be anything. And honestly, bro, I won't lie. My son, he's really into like the superheroes and stuff. So it could be, we could be watching a movie, and I might be checking out the gear, like not fighter gear, but it could be grungy look. It could be real combat type gear, and it could be small things that I'll take from. Like I said, it's wide open, bro, with the inspiration.
Yeah.
And honestly, and just to touch on, because I know you mentioned designers, one thing I try not to do, bro, which you got to be careful, because these days, man, like it's people are quick to say, "Oh, you copied this brand or you copied that brand." So I try not to take too much inspiration from certain designers because, like I said, you got to be careful. So I
Yeah.
try and be unique as far as in the inspiration and the ways and how I get inspiration. So
Yeah.
like I said, I got a long way to go, man, but it's been working so far. And I do it in the way that I can, do it and feel good about it and be peaceful mentally. So
Yeah, no doubt. It's funny that you bring up anime because I grew up just like collecting manga, and I had all these
I never did.
DVDs. Dude,
My wife got me on it.
I used to love anime, man. Like
Yeah.
if I ever got money for my birthday, it's like I'm going to Barnes and Nobles and I'm buying 20 different manga books or something. I'd read them. I wouldn't just collect them. I'm reading the stuff, and that stuff was so
Yeah.
fun. Like Trigun. You got obviously Dragon Ball Z. That's like the
Oh,
greatest.
man, I had to catch up. Because in middle school and stuff, people was like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, what? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
I never was really into it until I had to, like, my wife, we would watch, things on Netflix and stuff, and it's dope, man. It's dope.
Yeah. It makes me want to like get back into it. My fiance would be like, I'm not watching that shit. Like, I'll watch it.
Congrats too, bro. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It happened
amazing.
Last Friday. Dude, I was so nervous.
It happened last Friday?
Yeah. Yep, last Friday, June 17th was when it happened. I was 100% without a doubt. I knew she was going to say yes, but it's still those pregame jitters. It's kind of like whenever you were playing, like it's the pregame jitters. You're still nervous.
Bro. And bro, I don't know if you remember, but I couldn't go out there on the court unless I did number 2. Like every time, like every game, bro, they already knew what was up. That was even through college. So I feel you. But I can definitely relate, bro, with that feeling, man. Because it's like you said, it's a yes. But it's just like, how's it gonna go? How they gonna say yes? Are you gonna stumble over your words? Like, there's so much.
I made it very short and to the point, but I did it to where like she wouldn't really realize that I was going to do it that day. And I asked her, I was like, "Do you have any idea that I was going to do this?" And she's like, "No, I had no idea." And so what I did, I did it on my birthday. So I made it. I wanted to make it to where she literally wasn't going to know anything. So
you different.
Did the deed, and she was like, "What took you so long?" So
yeah, that's what's up, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. It's good on this side. But that's dope, bro.
So you said you played college ball, if I remember correctly. You played at Bethel, right, in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay, so because man, I just remember you being like the G on the team. Like whenever I came in, you, Drazen, Ish, Terrell, Jamal, all those guys, like they were just so fun to be surrounded by that because like I was saying before, I never, was a part of like a lot of organized sports and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was totally different because like I just started basketball my freshman year and I was trash. I was so trash.
You wasn't trash, bro. For someone who never, no, you wasn't trash.
So, but like coming into Cleveland and then being surrounded by the talent that we had was so fun, man. And it's crazy. Like Ish, dude, he's still playing. He's still playing.
Ish is, I love it, bro. Like I every time I talk to him, man, like he knows, like, you playing? Where's the live stream link? Like, I need it because you know he still plays overseas. So like, bro, I would get up, and it's a couple of them guys, man. I'll touch on real quick, Kendrick Thompson as well. And I just love the fact that they still have that passion and that hunger, bro, that they're still out there playing, and no matter the age. And I'm hitting them like 6, 7 in the morning, like, yo, let me get that link because I want to see. But to touch, because I know the first thing you spoken was college ball. I played college football. I did play at Bethel for 2 years. Football, long story short, man, things didn't go well. I was young, very, very young mentally, didn't understand hard work and adversity. I'm not gonna lie, not to my own horn, but I was nice. But I couldn't handle things, you know, certain coaches getting on to me. I was very weak-minded, so that didn't last long. I ended up playing college basketball. I went back home. UTC was like, man, I got to get out of here. Didn't enjoy where I was at.
I didn't know you played there,
bro. So Bethel, I played at Bethel, and it was, you know, it was in the middle of nowhere. Which, honestly, bro, it was a great school, but I was hung up on the wrong things, focused on the wrong things. So I went back home, went to UTC. I didn't play. I tried to walk on the basketball team. I tried to play basketball, actually. So the roster was full. They didn't add any more players. I was a little bit depressed. I went to some depression. Life got tough, man, because all I knew was ball. I was like, you know, if I'm not going to play football, you know, I'm going to hoop. So I started partying, bro. Like, I mean, 4 or 5 days out the week at UTC. Big school. I was, you know, trying to live the life, but it was out of, you know, being bitter. The wrong reasons. Flunked out, man. Flunked out my first semester. Ended up going back home. I went to Cleveland State.
Okay.
So I went to Cleveland State. Even hooped there. I played ball there for that season. Head wasn't on straight, man. I couldn't get it right, Sean. I couldn't get it right, bro. So I took a year off. And that was it, though. I didn't play ball anymore. I did a lot of intramural stuff after that. But to touch on your next point, bro, with, you know, playing with Ish, Terrell, Jamal, all those guys we grew up, man, with, I think that was the beauty in it as well, is the fact that, you know, we weren't just guys who, you know, played just from high school or whatever. You know, we grew up together. You know, me and Ish, we used to live right by each other. So, I mean, since I was, you know, 8, 9, 10 years old. So it wasn't even just, you know, like friends, you know, hooping together in high school. Like, bro, we all family at the end of the day. And so you could always see that, you know, in the passion when we played. I mean, yeah, we might not have been the best, but we're going to play hard like, you know, we the best. And you're going to see that chemistry and that love, you know, and passion for each other. So. I'm glad you also got to see that a little bit too, bro.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I just remember it was before the season started. And again, I came there my 10th grade year. And I remember Drazen coming into the gym, and I was like, damn, this guy's taller than I am. Because I wasn't used to that. And I remember him coming in, like, first thing he does is throw it off the backboard and dunk it. And I'm like, dude, I am so tall. This guy's crazy.
Yeah, and you're not even gonna believe this when I tell you. I'm sure you remember Bryce Sharp. Shout out to my bro. That's my brother. I love him dearly. He, I woke up late last night, bro, like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I had a video from him. And when I clicked on it, it was a YouTube link. And, bro, it was literally a video, Bradley Cleveland. It was a game my junior year. So when Drazen came, we played them at home. And man, I think Sports Vision, they uploaded all the videos. I don't know if you remember the company, but literally last night, bro, I seen them. They got all, like, pretty much all the videos, like Walker Valley, Cleveland, all the rival games on it. You got to check it out.
I'm gonna have to check that out, man, because That's super dope. Because before you got on, one of my best friends is Keith Dodd. Remember Keith?
Oh man, Duncan,
Yeah,
all own us, man.
yeah. Dude. Him, and I don't know if you know Stephen McClellan. If that name rings
I
a bell
remember
or
the
anything.
name. Yeah, I
So
remember the name.
they're all coming down next Thursday of this week, and I haven't seen them in years. But like I can remember Keith in high school, and like
Yeah.
you had Keith, you had Terrence Oglesby,
Yo.
I can't remember the guy's last name, Kyle Gruthius or something.
Roadhouse?
Something I don't know.
Roadhouse?
Anyway, but dude, those games, like I don't know how they are now, but those games back then, dude.
Oh no. Oh no. It's I mean, not to throw shade on the younger guys, younger generation. I mean, it's dope. I love what they're doing. They're far ahead, they're advanced. I love it. I love to see the young guys, but just that spirit, school spirit, and I mean, it's I won't. I try not to compare. I struggle, man. I try not to compare. I do, but man, it was just different back then.
Oh
It
yeah,
was just so different. I mean, yeah, you'll pull up that footage too. You'll see it's just different.
yeah,
Times change, bro. That's it. That's all I can say. Times
yeah.
change.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It was good times. And
Yeah, it
I
was.
remember I never actually played against Terrence whenever he was in high school, but I do remember playing pickup with him, and I just
Another
like
level.
another level.
Another
Like
level.
and like whenever I played, I had a very short stint whenever I was at Lee. I played basketball at Lee for a
That's right.
while, and I was grateful for that opportunity because Brad. I can't remember the guy's name. He played at Lee. He came to Cleveland High School my senior year and
Mm-hmm.
was talking to Coach McCowan and was like, "Hey, like I can bring him on, whatever." I got a very like minimal scholarship, which I was super grateful for. I was like, I didn't even think this could even happen.
Nice.
I
I
didn't think
didn't
this could
even
even happen.
know. I knew you were there, but I didn't know the whole get down in the
Yeah.
situation. That's
So
amazing.
it was a fun thing. It was very short lived, but it was fun. And I remember Terrence would come, and then they would have some people that played up at University of Tennessee,
Oh, okay.
Knoxville. So I think it was like Jawan. Was it Jawan Smith? Is that guy's name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Jawan Smith.
Jawan. Yeah. So him and some other people would come play, and like I'd play with them. I'm like,
Legend.
I'm so like the level for them was like up here, and I'm like. I'm down here below the screen for everybody that's watching this YouTube video. I was like way down here, and I'm like, this is
It's
fun.
different.
I'm gonna go sit on the side. So
It's different. It's
Yeah.
different. Like, bro, when I tell you, I remember being in like middle school or early high school. Jawan would come back, in the summertime, bro. We might be playing. Bro, we guard him half court. He's hitting half court threes. Like we fouling him. Like it was that's just how, but it was to them, it was nothing, but to us, it's just like this is crazy. And to
no
touch
doubt.
on T.O., man, like I knew, like seriously, I knew T.O. was on another level. I was a sophomore, bro. I didn't get much playing time. So this is Terrence's junior year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, mind you, okay, I'm 6'2". Yeah, I'm 6'2". Okay. Coach Green, shout out to Coach Green. He was like, all right, Dom, you're gonna go in. you're gonna guard Terrence. Mind you, I don't get no tick already, Sean. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm like, dude, I'm not even ready. Like, not even wanting to go in, man. As soon as I get in the game, bro, Terrence dribbling the ball in his left hand. He takes one step. You talking about, okay, shout out to Steph. We love Steph. The GOAT, greatest shooter of all time. But when I tell you back 2005, 2006, like, Terrence he literally took one step, bro, past the half court line and gave me a hezzy and shot it. And I fouled him and he made it. From that point on, Sean, I said, man, he's on another level. Like it's different. It's levels, bro. And I mean, he showed that through his career, in high school, and he did amazing at Clemson. So it was different, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys were tough and they were strong.
Oh yeah, they definitely were. So coming back to your clothing line, it made me think. Well, you were talking about what your inspiration was. Talking about the '80s, '90s, that whole era. There's a store that's here in Dallas, Texas, that's very specific to that era. I think it's called Dated, Faded, and Worn. I think that's what it's called. I haven't actually been there, but I definitely want to go check it out. If you're ever, and you, like you said, you go to any places. to get clothes or what have you, I want to go to the store because it looks so cool.
Really?
And I don't know necessarily like what, whenever you're looking for clothes and stuff like that to make. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm rambling with my words, but
No, I get you.
The store is so unique, but everything in there is so expensive. You'll have a T-shirt, and it's like $200, and I'm like, what?
Ooh.
So, but that's probably that type of that type of culture. That's people are going to pay that much. So
Exactly.
it brings me to my next point. It's like I had a conversation with a guy that came on here a couple weeks back. Shout out Brian Sullivan. He owns Free Agency Tennessee in Chattanooga. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but it's a very like exclusive store for J's, Yeezys, any type of shoes that you normally wouldn't be able to get at like Foot Locker or stores like that. And we were kind of talking back and forth about how much you would pay for a shoe, and then how much I would pay for a bottle of bourbon. So like for both of us, it's kind of like I can't understand paying $200 for a bottle of whiskey. For me, for me, I get it, but then I'm the same way with shoes. It's like, why would I pay $500 for a pair of shoes? So, but that's the beauty of it. And I just think I want to go check it. Long story short, I want to go check out this store. It looks super cool. So, but if you're ever in Dallas, I don't know if that's the type of vibe like you would really want to go look at, but it looks super cool. I'll tag you in one of their posts, and you can take a look at it.
But I would definitely say with that, man, I think it has a lot to do, with what people are passionate about.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you don't know why you would rather spend, money here versus, elsewhere, but you do.
Yep.
That's what you enjoy. That's what, might fuel you, I think, like you said, it's the beauty in it, bro. It's the beauty in the uniqueness of, and everyone being different, everyone having a difference in opinion.
Yeah, no doubt.
And just to touch, I don't want to ramble, but that's honestly, bro, as far as I'm dropping my collection, Freedom. Now, do you want me to go into this now, or do you want to wait?
Let's hear it, man.
So yeah, I just think it's a good time to kind of squeeze it in. So I think that's really, bro, that has a lot to do with the vision behind my latest collection release. So you hear Freedom, bro. I'm sure you might think it's kind of like saying, oh, I want to be free to do whatever, do whatever I want to do, or not have to listen to nobody, or I want to be free. It's not really a freedom, that type of freedom. So it's something that we all can relate to, as far as like, okay, we all need, we all have to work, we all want money. We all want to be financially free. We all need freedom in finances. We all need freedom from those depressed thoughts that you might have that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
Those that anxiety that nobody knows about. You want to be free from that. Though it's those things that we don't know about that you want to be free from. So with the vision behind what I'm doing, it's encouraging you, Sean. It's encouraging your brothers, your homies, your friends to not quit. You gotta push through, bro. Those hard obstacles, those tough times, you gotta keep going, or you never gonna see that freedom that you're searching for. That's the vision. That's what I want to do with Freedom. That's what I want to portray and help everyone see and understand. Like there is freedom on that other side. It's there, but if you're gonna stop, you ain't gonna. If you stop, you ain't gonna never see it. You'll never see the fruits of the labor. So you got to keep going to see that freedom. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So to your point, bro, that's I think that's what it comes down to. What fuels you, and what you enjoy spending that, putting that money into and investing in. That's all it comes down to. And you find and with the clothing and things like that, I look at it like this: if I got customers that's gonna pay and that believe in my product and they're gonna invest in me, yeah, I'm gonna charge $200. Especially if I know that I put my time, my hard-earned time that I already don't have, but that I make, time for it to put into it, of course. But I get it. I always understand both sides. I always understand the consumer side of being like, that's ridiculous. Like, there's no way I'm paying for that. That's why, you got to find your audience. You got to find those that say, no matter what it is, I love this guy's product. I see what he's doing. I believe in him, and he's genuine. He's not just trying to throw you some product and be like, yo, it's dope, you should buy my product. No, he's giving me a reason why I should buy his product, bro. So that's my take on it. That's my view for it.
I got you. So when is this the Freedom line going to drop?
Oh goodness. And honestly, bro, it was even something that I've been dealing with. Like, bro, there's been setback after setback. Like, man, I was supposed to drop this 2020. The pandemic happened. Like, it was just a lot. So had to push the date back a lot. And I'm just now, bro, getting everything shot. A few touch-ups on the back end. But I'm thinking 3 weeks. I'm trying not to give a definite date yet, but I'm almost done. Everything's ready to go. Like I said, it's almost time. It's been a long time coming. So, and just now, and normally, bro, I would, I do the one-of-one type custom pieces, the unique one-of-one type. But I'm gonna throw some merch in there this time, because I had to accept the fact, bro, like, not everybody dressed like that, Dom. Like, not everybody, wants to wear the crazy pants, the crazy jackets and stuff. So there'll be some merch, some simple stuff, so everybody can, still feel cool, I guess, or feel feel the vibe and support. So
yeah, no doubt. Cool, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to take a look at that whenever everything drops.
So
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna take a look at that. Buy some stuff. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm looking forward to it.
Hey man, just give me a repost. That's all I need.
I got you. No, that's what this is all about. Bro. That's what this is all about, man. I'm gonna be posting your stuff. I like what you're doing. I think it's super dope, and that's what it's all about, man.
And that's what I promote, bro. That's Dom Stefon in a nutshell, bro. Just being genuine and helping each other.
Yeah.
Sharing each other's stuff. Which if you vibe with it, share it with it, man. It's all about being genuine and helping the next person. So
yeah, no doubt. And like I really, people are very easy to go repost like something from like Boss or something like that, or whatever. But it's like, you got your boy over here hustling to be able to get to that next level and make art, because what you're doing is art, man. And
appreciate it.
I'd prefer to support someone that's doing that I know, and I can rep that brand, because that shit's cool as fuck. So I'd rather do that. And like this shirt that I'm wearing right here, shout out to Tilted Bottle. He's this is a guy, I don't know him personally, but he is it says #allocated. It's specific to the bourbon whiskey world, so it's looking for like allocated bottles.
Gotcha.
He just dropped this line, and I think his name's Ryan Powell, I think is what his name is. And he works at this place called Specs. It's a liquor store that's specific to Dallas, but it's like a mega warehouse. And he's kind of like the face behind Specs. And it's just cool. So I love supporting small businesses. That's what I like doing. So but yeah, brother, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right here. I really appreciate you getting on. Just let everyone know that's watching. Let everyone know that's watching and listening. Where we can actually find all of your merchandise at.
Yes,
your clothing.
Yeah, so of course, the website, which nothing on it right now as far as product, domstefon.com. That's the website. Of course, Instagram, Dom Stefon, and that's DOMSTEFON. Let's see. Of course, I got TikTok. I might have a couple fashion posts on there, so I'll definitely be more active on that platform as well. But those are the two main ones right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool, man.
Of course, email as well, domstefon@gmail.com. If you guys want to, reach out any custom inquiries, I also will be I'll be back doing those as well when the collection is released. So just stay in touch and stay tuned for everything.
Y'all heard it. Until next time, y'all. Peace.